Hey, I'm Decathlon Gamer. Welcome back to Tennis Manager 2023. This is episode number 17. We hit that strange point in the season where we just got too good and things suddenly started going our way. And we moved up the rankings so rapidly that I'm nervous for the future. So I have shut down the senior circuit for the remainder of the year, even though it's only the middle of May, so that we only go so far with our goals. We need to manage them appropriately. We are still going to do some tournaments for the remainder of this season, though, but it's going to be in the area, in the manner that I wanted originally, and that is achieving some junior goals. So shifting our focus away from the senior tournaments now to the junior tournaments, we begin with a 300 level, which we've still never managed to win one of these, and this would be a great time to get started. We currently are ranked 6th in the juniors, despite not really doing any junior tournaments or hardly any throughout this season. We are a 3 seed, which means that there is some really good competition. Emerson Jones is the 1 seed here, 3rd ranked player that we could potentially face in the semifinals. It's already starting challenging, though. I mean, we're 20th ranked, 25th ranked, 13th ranked, all possible in the first 3 rounds. Means we are going to face some tough opposition, but can we get things rolling at the junior level? And the answer is no. First round, 20th ranked player has kicked our butts. For whatever reason, the senior tournaments have gone swimmingly well, but the juniors, we are just finding it tough to compete in the juniors. We win the first set and then lose 2 straight to get knocked out right off the bat. Beaten handily in the winners, minus 32. 2 weeks later, we are in a near identical situation. A 3 seed, still ranked 6th. Again against the 20th ranked player, though it's a different player, as whoever beat us before has moved up in the rankings. And yet, here we are yet again with the 25th and the 16th, all available for the first 3 rounds. We're on rinse and repeat. The tournament setup, the tournament draw, looks freaking identical. More so, our challenge is harder than what it was a couple of weeks ago, because we went from perfect form to a first round exit, seeing our form drop. And not only has it dropped, but it has dropped from excellent to bad. It didn't just drop to, it's okay. 1 early exit, and our form is now terrible. So now we are entering with an additional obstacle without the bonuses of being in excellent form. Can we get through the first round? 2nd? 3rd? Can we do anything at all in this tournament? I can't Thurman play in the juniors. We survive a round, 6-4, 6-2, -1 on winners. Certainly not our thing against the juniors. We can't seem to have that drive, that push to actually win points. One thing we are doing well, even against the opponent in that last one, is we are not committing the unforced errors. So, not losing, sure, but winning seems to be another matter. We luck out a little bit with our second round opponent. The weaker one has gone through. Does that mean we can get through? Boy, oh boy, it took 3 sets, but we do. 2-6, 6-0, 6-2, or 6-0. 6-love. Whatever. Still losing in the winners department. -6. But again, keeping it clean compared to our opponents. What is going on with Thurman? This tournament is looking rife with talent. A 2-9 matchup in the quarterfinal in terms of their ranking. 6-16 for us. 42-8 and 17-5. Only a single unseeded opponent has made it through, and it was the one who had the easiest task of knocking off the lowest seeded player that's here. A 6-16 matchup's not the hardest, but it is the opponent who just knocked us off a couple weeks ago, I believe. And yeah, she's beat us both times we've ever played her. It was the same opponent, Efremova. And 6-4, 6-2. This time we come out on top. We don't get beat 1,000 times. It's +5 on the winners. And again, keeping things clean, but still not scoring very many winners. We just didn't get beat this time the way we did last time. Big favor done to us by the 5 seed, 9th ranked Plugman, knocking off the 1 seed, giving us a real shot. But we're still looking at everyone in the semifinal being in the top 5. Just the 1 seed, the only one that's been knocked off so far. So all of the best have made it this far. All of us are ranked in the top 10. Certainly not going to be easy in either round. Saving myself for the final, though. Let's see if we can get through this semi. Plugman beat us the only time we ever played. It was last year. In a final, we lost 6-4, 6-4. Squeaking by on this one, 7-6, 6-3. +2 on winners. It is better than what we've done in the previous rounds. We got into the 30s finally, and the unforced errors was +5 in our favor. The difference in this one being the break points. We saved 5 of 6. And in the end, the top 2 seeds have both been knocked out of this tournament with a 3-4 matchup, or 6-8, depending on how you look at it, for this final. It's our chance. We finally have a chance at winning a 300 level tournament in the juniors. Last year, she beat us in Cape Town 6-4, 6-2 in a round of 32 match. That's the only time we've ever gone head to head. Can we turn it in our favor this time? Lacking in confidence, there's a lot to be worried about entering this final, but we'll see what Clarice can do. She had been in great form until, one loss a couple of weeks ago. Can she get back in the right direction now, 18 years of age with 5 titles? You would think we're a favorite, especially when she hasn't won any titles. Our opponent, no one goes out. But in terms of predictions, very balanced, very even players. Difference being she's in excellent form, we're not. So the one thing that had been going for us on our string of successes here lately is suddenly not going for us. One thing that is going for us, and something that just has not happened enough of late, is we are getting to serve first. Getting us on the front foot for this first set and winning that first game. 1 game in the bag. It's still only a juniors tournament, so I'm pushing pretty hard to try to get through a lot of this season in this episode, which means faster tempo. First set, we're going to fly through the rest of it. So far, each of us holding serve at 2-2. And we get broke on that 5th game after looking comfortably in control and suddenly trailing 2-5 as we're broken back-to-back times, and it's set point. We went comfortable to she was firmly in control very, very quickly, and with an unforced error, the set ends with a loss.
Second set.
Not looking good at this point. If we get to a 3rd set, we will concentrate more closely on what happens there. It's really not a big deal if we're not winning in the juniors. It's annoying, that's all. It's a nuisance. And the nuisance is appearing that it's going to remain as we are trailing 3-4 in this 2nd set. Now 3-5. We have not been able to break her, and we've been broken repeatedly, not frequently, but repeatedly. And wow, we almost hit the ball boy there on that one and lose quite comfortably. And lose with the unforced errors. Was it a lack of winners? Was it too many unforced errors? I'm talking about 2 points specifically as we lose each set. I don't think that should be written up as what happens for the entire match. We only won 40% of points, and there you go. Lack of winners throughout this tournament it has plagued us. We've had a single round where we got 30 plus winners. We gave up 40 or more. No, that was that last tournament when we got knocked out. But and unforced errors actually were a minimum, +6 in that favor. So we really kept things clean throughout this tournament, but we were just not decisive. We were not on point to where we were scoring what we needed. We squeezed through to the final, but lose in the final and still remain winless in 300 level. Hopefully at our peak, because we've actually moved up the rankings a little bit the last few weeks in the seniors. We remain outside of the top 100, and that's key for me. 117 is where we're at. If we can finish in the top 200, that's fine. I just don't want to get into that top 100 yet. We need to set our goal for next season to be just that, to reach top 100. Keeping it a little more simple, keeping us a little more focused, keeping Thurman a little bit happier will help her performances. In the juniors, even after losing yet again, losing both tournaments we were in, we somehow move up to 4th in the rankings. We score enough points to move up. How that happened? Guess is as good as mine, but okay. French Junior Open time, we're in better form once again, and we're the 4 seed, ranked 4th. And here we are for the 3rd time in a row opening a tournament against the 20th ranked player in the juniors. And for the 3rd time in a row, it's somebody different, as rankings are continually changing, but just weird, right? Weird that we keep playing. And then we're looking at 19, we're looking at 10, not an easy first 3 rounds, but how far can we progress in this French Junior Open? We've gone deep once. What can we do in the Grand Slam of juniors? This round is tight, but it is a 2-set victory. Winners, much better than what we were seeing in the last tournament. So maybe this is a form situation that we were actually -3, but +5 on unforced errors. It was close. It was really close, and sort of not. In fact, we actually still haven't gotten back into great shape. It's only medium. What was supposed to be an easy second round against a player outside of the top 30 in the rankings, second lowest out of the last 8 that we've played? We're done. We're out. We're out of here. 2 rounds. That's it. And we are sucking it up here in the juniors. 18 winners. -19. She more than doubles us up. And didn't even manage to keep it clean, as we were -9 in the unforced errors department. A lot of mistakes. It's okay, I suppose. It's really not that big of a deal that we're losing in the juniors, but man, oh man, to just crushing it senior tournament after senior tournament, winning 5 out of 6, and then we're coming down here to the juniors and we're not doing squat. We've lost 3 tournaments in a row. Now, I get that we weren't going to be favorites to win this French Junior Open, but a second round exit to a low-ranked opponent? I mean, ouch. 3 weeks later, on grass, back at it, 300 level. Let's try this again. We made a final last time. How far can we get this time? We are actually now the 2 seed and 5th ranked player. We fell from 4th back down to 5th. Iyengar, we've seen a fair bit of Iyengar. She's been on a similar path to us, but we haven't gone head-to-head with her. We've had some close calls. Awfully difficult first round opponent. Easy second round, though, and not much tougher than Iyengar for the quarterfinals. What can we do here? Are we going to be back in form? It's been a couple weeks without. Our form had been better. We've beaten Iyengar 3 times before, and we make it 4. Second round was easy. 94th ranked opponent. Quarterfinals, though, it's 5 versus 11 in terms of rank, 2-6 in terms of seeding. Easy semifinal if we can get there. And we're looking at 1 and 3. So basically all but the 4 seed left of the top seeds. That's the only time we played previously, and we lose again, and we are still unable to convert our seniors' success into anything tangible at the juniors level. Just a handful of tournaments left to go for the entire year, as I'm starting to spread it out and really focus on development. It's fine that we don't get these wins. I keep saying that. It's more of a annoyance, a frustration, than any necessity to see victory here. But I mean, come on, Thurman, you can win multiple senior tournaments, decent level senior tournaments even, but you can't do squat in the juniors. What is going on? She hasn't won in the juniors in well over a year, and it's on at the Wimbledon junior finals. Of course, Wimbledon just wrapped up in real life, and Thurman, 5 seed, 5th ranked, certainly an achievable first few rounds. Form is good, not great. Everything else is right where we want it to be. This should be at least a few rounds of success. Can we do it, or is it going to be another disappointment? First 2 rounds were very comfortable. Now on to that round of 16. This was the test, right? I need to get beyond here to be okay with how we do in this tournament. This isn't going to be an easy pass from here. 11 seed. Potential 2 seed, 2nd ranked player in the next round means at that point I'm content with us losing. I'm not content losing this one. I'm going to be upset if we can't pull this off, even though we've never beaten this player head to head, including in a quarterfinal this year. But we do get the win. Finally, some redeeming qualities for Thurman. And now the challenge is on, with the 2 seed up next. 8 unforced errors is all. Before we play this one, here is a key thing happening. Emerson Jones has been knocked out in the quarterfinals to unranked Sonobe, who just beat us in that last tournament, by the way, into 1 slot in the semis. And then we're looking at a quarterfinal where a 7 is the highest one remaining. And then our matchup. So whoever wins our matchup is the highest ranked and highest seeded player left of the 4 spots in the semis. This is our chance. We've got to beat Maholka. We're going to play this one live. Maholka is somebody we've been up against 4 times now, including the World Cup finals, where we got the victory head-to-head in singles. And then also US Open Junior. We managed to beat her there as well last year at the end of the year. All 4 matchups were last season, so they are all relatively recent. She is ranked above us, but we've beat her 3 out of 4 times. I think it's entirely possible that we are able to do this again. The only time we beat her in the 2 that really counted. She beat us once in Spain. We're going to play this one semi-quick, as this isn't a final. This isn't something we would normally do sitting in on this matchup, but it's a curious matchup, right? It's the 2 favorites that remain in the tournament. Can we be a favorite? Can we move on and maybe claim our first juniors victory of the year on the biggest stage, right? Can't win a 300. We have been to a final of a junior Grand Slam. Can we repeat? Can we win one? Man, I'm getting ahead of myself, but for a moment there, we're looking to break, and do break. It's 2 games. We are up early and holding serve here. 40 love. We already lead by 3 games in this opening set. Okay. I can't look. Get it done. You got this. Okay, I gotta look. It's 4-2. And we almost lost that game with service, but we do pull it out eventually. It's 5-2. First set, on the verge. It's set point. This is an opponent that we apparently do match up well with, as we've beaten her fairly regularly, and that first set is ours. All right, let's speed it up. We've already won one set, and again, it's not the final. It's the quarters. Chance to break for the match. And there it is. Yes. Herman. Okay. No excuses now. We've got to go on and win this tournament. No pressure. No. That's okay. That conversation was with you. I didn't tell Clarice yet. She doesn't know it. The scenario is identical in the semifinals, though. The two highest ranked players that remain are in my matchup. 5-7. Certainly easier than 5-2. But not easy. Not easy. And this would be our, fourth tournament in a row where a 20th ranked opponent, or a 4th out of 5 tournaments, whatever the case may be with that, but 20th ranked player in the finals? I mean, come on. You gotta win that, right? But, oh, right. We gotta get past semis. 5-7. Not an easy matchup. Not easy considering that she's beat us twice, including in a final. The Belgium one that we were just in, she beat us pretty comfortably in that. She beat us fairly comfortably both times we've been up against her. Clarice is slightly better. Both are in good form. There we go. Again, not the final, so slightly sped up. Our opponent is just as tired as we are. Both are thrilled. There was so much balance. Other than that, we are slightly better in the head-to-head as players. First game, still ongoing. Still unable to come away. Is the higher seeded opponent the one who gets to serve first? Is that how that works? Or the higher ranked opponent? Because I've seen us getting to serve first a lot lately, where I hadn't seen it in forever. Is that just because we're ranked higher? I don't know, maybe. It's 1-all. Must-win game there. We do without even giving up a point. But trailing 4-2, we are very much in trouble. 3-4 now. We're going to have to break her to get back into this. It's 3-5. Okay, now at 4-5, here is that must-break stage. We get broken a single time, and all of a sudden it means you're going to lose the set 6-4. That's the rate this one's going. Neither one of us able to do much in terms of the break, but she seems to be able to do it about once a set against us, and that has been the difference the two times we've played previously. Clarice should have been able to reach that ball. It didn't have much power to it. Really not getting on the front foot the way we should. I mean, we're very much playing down the middle of the court right now, not working edge to edge. We have advantage though. Just get there. And there. Very much on the back foot. Now we get on the front foot and get the winner and stay alive. Oh, there you go. Ooh. I think that was out. I thought that was out. We actually got a favorable call. That ball was right down the middle anyway. Court was wide open. Just push it to that left edge. Big missed opportunity. Looks like we might be heading for tie breaks the way this game is going at the moment. Yeah. 40 love. We're not going to break her here. Double fault. Breathing some life into this game anyway. Ooh. I don't know how she kept that one in. And then that was called out when it was on the line. Slightly outer edge. But into the tie break, and it's 1-all. Ay. There's the first unforced error that has changed the complexity, the situation, the status of this tiebreaker. It's 4-5. Quite playable ball, and we don't play it. And we lose the set. I don't think we're going to see the finals here. We got the first game. Must win game. Considering our status, considering where we're at, you don't give the momentum right back. You have to capitalize. You have to go up 2 games, and we do. Now, if we go even through the next couple games, it's fine. Oh, we won the 3rd game too. 4-game advantage. We're going to equalize on sets here. That momentum has carried through. She just squeaked out that one before we took another, but then she gets 2 in a row. She's picking that momentum back. She's won 3 straight.
15-30.
Must-win game. Absolute must-win game after what's happened. With 3 in a row. We were up 4. We were up 4. Ooh, that could have been an ace. Tough call right there. It was certainly touching the line.
30-40.
And she wins the point. And now has the opportunity to break. When we could have and should have had an ace there, and we lose the game, and we've lost 4 straight. To go, we lost 5 straight games there before we finally come back and make it 5-5. But all the momentum is with her, plus the advantage of already being up a set. Absolute necessity. If we go down 6-5, losing 6 out of 7 games in a row, there is literally 0 chance at that point. It was on the line. 2 key calls. We do send it to tiebreakers, but I hate our chances right now. All the momentum is with her. (6-2). It's set point. Didn't think under these circumstances. Well, now she's been bailed out by the rule and won the point. 6-3. Oh, that was just wide. It was at the edge, but it was wide enough that I don't think you're going to get that call. And then now it's 6-5. Oh, that was long, though. We win the set. Stay alive. Both players are very tired as we start the 3rd and final decisive set. We are troubled. She is anxious. We are just above that 50%, so we'll have a few points here. If we can turn that into a game real fast, or 2 games, where she is just slightly more tired and already below that mark, but the mistakes are going to be more frequent. This is where I haven't committed to stamina finally being a factor. In the rare situation where we've gone to tie breaks twice and are playing a 3rd set, we find ourselves tired and affected by fatigue. But the good news here is our opponent is as affected by it, if not more so, than we are. Should almost keep it on a level playing field. Already up 1 game and leading here. A break would be a great start, but of course we did that last time. Won 4 freaking games in a row to start, and then almost lost. She's having a hard time scoring points against us right now. Momentum feels like it's going our way. When we serve, we're winning a game comfortably. When she serves, she's winning the game. But it's tight contests, long rallies. It's a battle. It's a fight. Even in this game where she is leading, the points happen quick. And we win the game. That was the closest she got out of our 3 games serving, but they were still quick points. This obviously would be for the match if we could break her on this one, but for the first time in her 5 service games,
40 love.
she is comfortable. It's 40 love.
Game.
She went straight on through in that one. That was the first time that we didn't nearly push it to the brink of a
15
break.
love.
Looks like we could be headed to tie breaks. Neither one able to break the other.
30 love.
30 love. And now we are doing what she just did a moment ago and looking comfortable here.
Out. 40,
Aye,
50.
unforced. And not really where you want to play that ball at all anyway. The right hand line was completely open. Would have been an easy winner. And we opted to go back down the middle and then went long.
Service.
Gosh, struggling with the serve all of a sudden. First serves.
Out.
Fatigue. Mistakes. Mistakes. Super fatigued now. We are much more fatigued than she is. Advantage.
Fault. Second service.
Can't get a first serve in for the life of us right now.
Game.
Ooh,
6 games.
got the call. Got the call. Was on the line just about. Again, getting caught flat-footed. That was not an unreachable ball. Both of those. It's the tie break.
Second set. Fault.
All 3 sets. A double fault gives us a chance. We already got a mini break there. 2 mini breaks. It's 3 love here in the tiebreaker. What a start to it. What a start to it. Ah, that wasn't an easy one to reach, but it seemed like it could be. Why? Move your feet! Now she's annoyed. Annoyed at herself for giving up 2 points here. And mistakes. Wow. What a terrible turning point here where we go flat-footed and then it's match point. And that's it. We win the first 3 points and then only win 1 out of the next 8, and poof, just like that, it is done in a couple of heartbeats. 3-set epic. Well, folks, we've reached late July. There is 1 Grand Slam left in the juniors. I've got just a couple of tournaments scheduled to keep us semi-fresh for it. A lot of training for the remainder of this year so we can just get better. Speaking of, let's just get better. Here's how we're looking right now. Still 121st in the rankings. It went up before it finally started to fall a little bit. So it's still quite high. It's quite comfortable. For now, we're still 5th, but we haven't turned over to the new week yet to see where our semifinal has pushed us in the rankings. But here's where we stand compared to everybody else. We're not compared to everybody else. This is where we stand in terms of progression of our attributes. It's obvious. It's there. It's visible. I just can't get my mind put together. I suppose I'm still flustered by that very close loss that we just took a moment ago. Serving is good, 13-14. And is close to being there. Our backhand is close to being there. They're 12 and a half. The return's at a 13. So technically, we're close to where we want to be. Physically, I wanted to get everything to a 13. And for the last 2 months, I've been training footwork, balance, and agility, which do not have an individual favorable training. I've been doing a balanced one between them. And so they've all been coming along slowly. And all are close. We're at 97, 96, and 86%. All 3 will tick over very soon. And that's going to be a good thing. I don't know why it says I have a tournament in 1 day. I didn't register for one. I didn't accept one following this. I don't know why we have one so close after. But okay, I have my next tournament coming up apparently. Means I would have one extra in between. It's happened to be before. unless this is the World Cup stuff. Could be a World Cup thing. Anyway, the other one that I want to see climb is positioning. It's our one mental one that we can affect. That's well below where it should be. I want to get that to a 13. Positioning has been an issue at times. It's almost to an 11. It's got a ways to go. Once I push the physicals to 13s, I need to get that stamina another point or two here at some point as well. It's not urgent. It's not a big deal. This is our first ever three set epic where all went to tie breaks. It's the first time that's happened. It's going to happen inevitably, and so yes, we need those stamina points. But compared to other things, compared to the skill stuff, it's less important. I need to bring it along a little bit. I need to get it to about a 10, just to help for the rare instance of what we just encountered. But that positioning, I think short term is a little more important of getting that up to a 13, and then I'll probably go back to the stamina, and then we can focus on technicals at that point. But how many of those won't be at a 13 by time I get the other 13s that I want at the bottom end? Clarice is getting pretty good, and in the not too distant future, it'll be time to add at least one or two more members to our team. Looking forward to that opportunity. That's going to do it for this episode, though. I'm Decathlon Gamer. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Have a good one. Be safe out there. Bye for now.